Good day, viewers. Walter here. I thought I'd do just a little bit of a medical update. Explain a little bit what's been going on with old Walter here lately. Many of my viewers are aware I mentioned a couple of times about having some problems. Today I'm just sitting around here in my old ragged t-shirt and my pajamas. Went to the doctor today and had some more tests done. But I thought I'd back up a little bit and explain a little bit, because I don't personally understand everything that's going on myself. Everything that's going on myself. But about a month or two ago, I was real weak and couldn't get much done. In fact, I never even finished my last project out in the yard cutting that tree down. I just didn't have the energy to go out there and do it. Just a simple act of carrying a bag of garbage out to the car to take to the dump would get me completely out of breath. My heart would get to beating real fast and palpating, and just had no strength and was real weak. And I ignored it for a week or two until I just had to do something about it. I thought maybe I might be an AFib again. I have a history of that. Would have had to zap me back into regular rhythm with my heart. But went on down to the emergency room and told them what the symptoms was. And they did some tests, checked me, and checked my blood. They said, no, your heart's fine, just you're in normal rhythm. But when they checked my blood, they said my red blood count was way off. I was like anemic. I've had a history of anemia before, and the doctor had me on iron pills. But I didn't think I needed them, so I quit taking them stupid iron pills. Anyway, they gave me a blood transfusion, put about, I don't know, a bag of, how much there was in a bag, maybe a pint, or I don't know how much is in there, but they put that on my arm. I laid there in the emergency room for about 3 hours while they put that in. Well, sure enough, the next day I felt a lot better. Evidently, your blood cells, if you don't have enough red blood cells to transfer oxygen through your blood, you don't have the oxygen getting supplied to your body properly. And that's, I guess, what anemia is. But if you're bleeding somewhere internally, which it turned out that I probably am, they sent me to a doctor down here to the next day, and I went to see him, and he had me do stool samples, and sure enough, blood came back positive in my stool, even though you can't see any blood passing or know where it might be going. So if your body is losing blood somewhere and is trying to produce more blood, there could be something wrong with your bone marrow where it's not producing right. The test that I had done today came back with a high radiculite count. There's all kind of things they tested. I couldn't begin to memorize them all. But the only one that wasn't in the normal range was I know I'm not pronouncing it right, radiculite count, but what it boils down to is the red blood cells that I do have. A lot of them are immature blood cells, like my body has just developed them. So if you're losing blood somewhere, your body's trying to produce more from your bone marrow. I didn't know blood cells had to mature in your blood before they would be the proper amount of blood cells to transfer oxygen to various parts of your body. But I felt a lot better after they gave me that transfusion. They got me lined up to go for a colonoscopy. They couldn't get me until March the 8th. And I feel like they know pretty well, I'm not a doctor, but they knew pretty well what was wrong when they started testing me. Today I went to the, on the 10th I went in and they lined up all that colonoscopy in the upper GI where they can look down your throat and see if you're bleeding in there anywhere. You're going to check you from both ends. I had colonoscopies before and it wasn't no big deal. And I'm hoping it won't be this time, but you never know. They seem to know something that I don't know. Well, today I went to had an appointment down here at the outpatients, and they did an ultrasound, poked around with this ultrasound machine to look through your skin, see your kidneys and your. I couldn't look at my gallbladder because I ain't got one of them anymore. Your liver and your spleen. One of the tests that came back, I was checking my page online at the hospital, and one of the tests came back with some kind of cyst on my kidney. That didn't sound none too serious. But that radiculite count came back abnormal. So I got a hunch that they know pretty well what they're going to find when they get in there. I hope there's nothing drastic. Being 76 years old, I've already told them they ain't going to do no drastic surgery on me. The doctor told me, oh, it ain't no big deal now. They need to take out part of your colon. They just go in through your stomach line and cut out a little section and put it back together without even hardly cutting you open. Yeah, right. I got some land I want to sell you in Florida, too. Anyway, today when I went down there, the first thing we did was go to the lab and they took blood from me for more blood testing. Well, I went in there and rolled up my sleeve and they stuck the needle in there. And when that lady got done, she had took out 10 test tubes, about that tall, test tubes of blood. I counted them. I said, how many are you going to take? I'm already low on blood. Why are you taking so much? Oh, that's just the way we do. But see, I've been getting blood tests over at the regular doctors every couple of months, and all they ever take is 1 or 2 test tubes full to test any possibility of diabetes or any kind of disease you might have. But she took 10 of them cotton picking things. And then they rolled me down there and did the ultrasound, and we was out of that hospital in an hour and a half. It wasn't no big deal. They said your doctor will contact you in a day or two when you get your results. In the meantime, you can log into what they call My Chart at the hospital and see the results of your test yourself. And that's how I saw the results today. I haven't heard from the doctor. But anyway, we got home from the hospital. We hadn't eaten nothing all day, so she made fried sausage and biscuits and scrambled eggs, and we had a noon meal of breakfast type food. Slap a little jelly on them biscuits, it's good. Anyway, just got through eating, pushed myself away from the table, and the phone rang. It was the hospital. Mr. Parks, we need you to come on back down here and give us some more blood. I said, what you talking about? You done took a half a gallon out of me. I'm running the court low already. Well, some of it got contaminated. Well, the lies started coming out then. I don't know if the hospital just goofed up and didn't do the test properly or whatever, but they ought to have been able to do just fine with 10 tubes of blood. When they took out, they said, we need you to bring 2, come down here and give us 2 more tubes. Well, when she got through taking blood the second time, she took out 5 more. So today, I donated 15 tubes of blood for them to play with in their little microscope and see what might be going on in there. And they got all kind of results back that I can't pronounce none of them names, but most of them seemed like they were in the normal range, except for that old radiculite count. I looked on Google, and it's some kind of immature red blood cell. In other words, it hadn't matured enough to really do its job. Anyway, I'm hoping it'll be something minor when they get in there to fix me up. If not, old Walter will just have to learn how to live with it for another 10 years. But once they got you on the hook, they'll probably pretty well do some kind of surgery if they find anything wrong. Could be something more serious, and that's what they're looking for, like some kind of cancer or leukemia or something like that. They never know. Anyway, I just wanted to update my viewers a little bit and tell you I feel like a pincushion today. A porcupine couldn't have stuck me that much. I hope everybody's surviving well with all this cold weather we have. When it got downright frosty here last night, It was, I don't know, 12 degrees, 10, 11 degrees, something like that. So it was chilly when we got out to go to the doctor this morning. You people up north, I don't know how you stand it with all that snow. I can't stand it. I saw a video a while ago. Some nut stole one of them battery-powered not a golf cart, one of them little grocery carts like in the Walmart or Kroger's grocery store. You ride around the store in this little battery-operated cart. Well, this dude was running down the highway up there in Knoxville with one he stole from the Kroger store, and that was funny. They followed him down the road for miles before the police came, but all they did was turn him loose. It didn't do nothing to him. You got to do something pretty serious now to get them to lock you in jail. Anyway, I just wanted to give you just a little bit of a vlog on what was going on with me. Whatever the situation is, Walter's going to deal with it and not get too concerned about it. I ain't going to lose a whole lot of sleep over it. I appreciate y'all watching my videos. I'll get out here and do some more in a day or two. Hopefully I'll get back on my feet where I can get out and do more outside. Well, there's a ding on my phone. Somebody just left me an email. Alright folks, I'm going to catch you later. This Pwalpar saying, are you a quart low? I know where you can get some. I gave them a whole bunch down there today. A positive. If you need some A positive, I can fix you rid of. Can't give you much because I'm running a little low myself. This Pwalpar saying, y'all take care.